Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reid to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
26-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They strike for 23 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Penix here from the gun. Justin Reid has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Quickly to the air. Here's Schupp. Gets it to Juwan Johnson. And this gets him well away from danger as he is off past their 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Schupp now from the gun. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's second and inches. For the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. They crush it right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. To throw. He finds Bailey working downfield here. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's shot, 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up 2nd down. Throwing, Chuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Chuck with a quick toss out wide. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Blown back, it's the handoff. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by Billy Bowman. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb.
The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room, no margin for error.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to force him out. It looks like just about a step or 2 before he can get to that 20. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Edmonds. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. Penix now. Absolutely fires this one right side. It is caught at the 20. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Penix now on 1st down. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Romo adds the point after. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Right, ready to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Now we're on the counter. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They'll have it second and 8. It's his running back. He will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Shuck working from the gun. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping the tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. To the air with Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to continue.
First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11.
That was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, here we go. Second down. Play fake. Penix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Falcons, first down.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. That's completed right side. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Running it here with Edmonds. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. But it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal.
Let's go now.
Here's another quarter. And he will not get in. The defense holds. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's third and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Turned away twice now. Will the third time be the charm? They run once more with Edmonds. And he's going to be stopped. Third goal winds up losing yardage. And now, Brock, will they challenge them again on 4th and goal?
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. Trying for it with Penix. Getting out to his left. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Romo's point after is good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Off the play action. Jump. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So 21 yards and the first. What a call to go for it there on 4.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snaps a shot. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from this man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Shot now on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 2nd down now, 7 to go. And send him over right. We give here to the motion man. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. On the move, hit it right. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the Saints 40.
Penix here from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they bring him down around the 34. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Saints 10.
Right, ready to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Chuck now from the gun. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Chuck to throw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 6 yards to go here. It's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Penix on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some...